Alright, back at it. Embracing Oblivion. Let's go. Part 11. Massive revelations happening here in Alexandria. Kachiwa. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. It is getting wild and intense. Alright. We gotta speak to Wuklamat. Headed back to the tunnel. Let's do it. Okay. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tulu'lal and Alexandria. And while Zoralja knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within that enormous tower, Everkeep. So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Katiwa and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zoralja. Sven too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Erenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sven may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point. And knowing Zoralja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sven was not made with some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we could get would be welcome. Hold on. There's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves but everyone in Tulu'lal. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Kazua. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zoralja for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Evanville. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if the sentiment is clouding my judgment? If it's a trap, then we'll deal with it when it's sprung. That's always the way of it with you. Fine. If you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. We're oblivion now.
Not Tantalus.
Should be clearing this. Kathiwa, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zoralja. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zoralja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, but it's a gamble to trust somebody you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal, so fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve is in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you. A fussy little bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kafiwa. Everyone, together we'll achieve great things. I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zoralja's whereabouts. Is there a place inside that tower? Palace. After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level. But while Queen Sven has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zoralja will eventually march on to Luyolol again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuluyalol. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kwana, who's bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely, he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. But if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kana instead. He'll attack Tuluyolol again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tuluyolol requires that Zeralja lead his forces through the vanguard. We'll have lookouts, keep an eye out on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed. They'll need time to prepare for their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with the Y'shtola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zeralja to move, you do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourselves with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we are located right inside that tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Ah, about that. Sphene said that she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I can recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear, then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when working together. Okay. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geode, the leader of this hideout. And dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayakawi. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayakawi is a Tonawatan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Our mother is a Tuluyolol, and our father is an Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released. But when months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard. Even here, he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Oh no, I appreciate you sharing this. Together, we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. I mean, yeah, they're twins, right? And while mine is a Tonawata name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes. Our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts. All. Ah. Elenshpia. Elenshpia. One last thing. Elenshpia. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kafiukwa. She talks about you so much. It's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, okay? I don't think Aaronville trusts that that's his actual mom, honestly. Just by his silence, and he has no, like, body language, there's no emotion. Like, I don't even think he believes that Screen is her mom, his mom.
He's on a different planet.
Yeah, he's just not even caring about it right now. Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Yeah. He ain't with it. He ain't feeling it.
You've been consulting with Wuk Lamat. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming.
Yo, he looks crazy.
But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wuk Lamat bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Uklamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Uklamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
What now?
This dude got his own villain chant hymn theme. It's crazy. You know as a villain when you got your own hymn and chant in the background. Alright, Oklamat is eager to head to Everkeep. Right, Kafiwa is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Alright, going to solution 9.
Are you on solution 9 now?
We're headed there.
Okay.
Gotta speak with Kafiwa in front of Everkeep. I love how the game and like the cutscenes, they don't even show us on a grand landscape scale of what Alexandria looks like now. They really try to keep that hidden. I wonder if the story's gonna eventually take us there.
I bet it. I bet it will. Yep.
Yeah. You're right over there?
Yep.
Getting abducted? Alright, here we go. Ah, there you are. Queen's Fin has registered you as guests, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zeralda's minions to deal with. Nothing for it, but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? I don't think. I think she'll let us through. Thank you for your diligent services, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Outrunner Guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Lilu Multipass. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen's Fen. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Okay. What is going on here?
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds.
Wow.
Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Yo. We are definitely not in Eorzea anymore. We've come a long way.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed the light back home in Tuliolo.
This is insane.
While I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zeralda's dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then.
We'll show ourselves around.
Oh no. Alice and Gratia. They're going on a shopping spree. We'll hit the mall first.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector.
Yo, this is crazy.
The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe.
Uh-oh.
But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in him. You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Elnishpir, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together? It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Sure, why not? I guess. My character's face, man. Tower's inside a tower. I see it, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If you feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. I'm getting serious Chronicles X vibes. Wow. Whoa. Can you die from this? Well, it's not that populated here yet.
Come to over where I'm at. There's a bunch of people.
Oh, I see. Ugh, a crossroads already? This place is too much. I have no idea where I should go. Right, I made up my mind. Let's head to that building there. crazy how far we've made it. Warrior of neon light.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
Lamachi.
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request, you say?
Oh, here's our
Yes,
script exchange.
an important one. I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zeralja.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you ask the impossible. Zeralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zeralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But, unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please. So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around? Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teach... If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hand.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.